Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading and this video. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Thank you so very much. So, hello once again. Let's see what God want to talk about this time. All right, we got mail. We got just the diversion. Well, two of them. Well, one. God saved them from their own stupid decisions. Yeah, somebody was trying to make some other message come out that's why I ignored it because it's like mm, the sheep know the voice of the shepherd, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, God saved them from their own stupid decisions. So somebody was trying to direct this reading however they wanted to, as if I didn't pray before I started for God to direct it how God wanted to. We can't, but God can. I can't, but God can. Hidden message. Yeah, keep that shit over there. It's like moving forward. We're not here to deliver whatever message you want. That's why I hid it. Ain't nobody care about what the fuck you talking about. I don't work for you. You can't control me. I have a puppet master already. Let's see, just because what? Number of persons involved, 9 to 15 of them. And we got mosque meeting place. So it's like a whole bunch of people gathered together trying to use their magical power to control my reading or God's reading. But mosque, are you people of God trying to do this? Listen, I'm sure you know where to find me. I need to make some money. If you want reading, if you're looking for information, as long as God want me to give you the information, you can reach out to me through the proper channels and pay me, because I have rent to pay, food to buy, toiletries to buy. I need to be able to take care of myself. So what kind of people of God are you trying to hustle a free reading out of us? Don't you know this is a business? If you're people of God, you will support people of God, so that people of God can support you. You know I have the connections. You want the answers and you're trying to steal them. Thou shalt not steal. And if you're real people of God, how come you can't connect to God yourself and receive the downloads, the information that you're asking me to connect to God to get for you? I don't have more power than you do. If you're a real man or woman of God, God talk to you too. Maybe you just don't listen. So if you don't listen, you can reach out to me and pay me some money to tell you what God has been telling you anyway. Because God talked to all of us, whether we're men and women of God or not. God talked to all of us. We just don't listen. You don't need tarot cards to talk to God. You don't need oracle cards to talk to God. You don't need anything to talk to God except your inner voice. And God delivers message through you, and you can hear it in your inner ear, your spiritual ears, or you see it in a dream, or somebody else come and tell you. The sheep are supposed to know the voice of the shepherd. What's the blockage? Identify it and fix it, or else you'll be paying me for stuff that you could get for free, because I will charge you happily. If you're men and women of God, listen, pay attention. You don't need me to get any information for you. That's why God just made me put it back in the deck. And the first cards that I saw that I didn't tell anybody, it was divine authority, and at the bottom of the deck was secret. You're trying to get information from God. You're men and women of God too. You have the same power I do. You have the same authority I do. Why is your divine authority a secret to you? Don't you believe that you're true men and women of God? It says you are. This is in the upright. If you were not, I would feel a funny energy and it would be in the reverse. So the 9 to 15 of you who are looking for messages, you have what it takes. So let's see, we got mosque, meeting place, code word. See, that's a lot of hidden vibes, secret vibes. Look, underground city, more hidden secret energy. divine authority. Why is your divine authority so deep down? Oh, victim. Let's see. Falsified official documents, connections in high places. Deception. So okay, so this is representing holy people, the mosque, meeting place, and then code word, underground city, divine authority, victim. Hang on. So y'all are in between. That's why. So y'all are like in your adolescent phase of your godhood. That's why. It's not that difficult. It's just to be or not to be. It's either you are or you're not. You can't want to fit in with the system. You can't want to keep peace with the system and still try to make peace with God. Because if you make peace with God, you are naturally going to be at war with the system. You can't serve the two masters. So you have to pick a side and stick to it. That is your problem. You will not be granted access to God's information only to go and use it to uphold the wicked system that God is trying to cast down and rebuild and build something new, a better system. That's where you're messing up at. It's either you're men and women of God or you're men and women of the world, of the system. Let me be more specific. It's either you're going to be here to help the people to rise or you're going to be here to oppress the people. You have to pick a side. You can't choose both. So if you want more divine authority, if you want to be able to stand in your divine authority, you can, but just know that that automatically make you an enemy of the system because God's enemies become our enemies. So if you're not ready for that, then you're not ready for whatever information you seek. Okay? Can't serve the two masters. So divine authority, victim. These two energies don't go together. If you're in your divine authority, they cannot victimize you. You have to be like Daniel in the lion's den. You have to be like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You have to be like Emmanuel, aka Jesus. You have to take up your cross and walk with God. Sometimes in your walk with God, you will offend the system. That's not our concern, because if it's built on unrighteousness, Psalms 1 say all those things are going to be casted down. There's nothing that we can do about that. Because the fact that this evil system is built up, it casts us down. So we're upholding a system that's keeping us down, keeping us immoral, keeping us separate from God. That's not what we're here for as men and women of God. We can't We don't hate the system. We just can't support the parts of the system that are against God's principles. That's it. Some of it is good, some of it is bad. Okay, so if you want to walk with God, you can't also walk with Caesar. Caesar's not gonna like you, and Caesar gonna try to kill you at every opportunity. So you have to pick a side. So we got falsified official documents, connections in high places. That's followed by deception and doing something in your name or doing something in someone's names, but the lies aren't working. So you're crying. So were you trying to come here and get me to get the official information for you, and then you go back and deliver it as though you were connected and receive those messages directly? So you're faking your divine authority? So you came here hoping that you could pull a message out the deck, giving you information that you need. And then you would take that information and go back and report to whoever as though God told you. Why don't you use your own hands? Make your own deck. If you want to play for both sides, play for both sides. See how that works out for you. Why are you bringing me into this? You think that God don't know that I'm innocent? That's why God didn't even allow me to look at the message or the underlying issue at the bottom of the deck. So yeah. So falsified official documents about your connections in high places. You don't have no connection in high places because you won't use your connection in high places. You want to play for both teams. What's wrong with you? What kind of men and women of God are you? And it look like it's some Muslims. Or something like that. See that you're with God or you're not. Doing something in your own name. But we got the lies aren't working anymore though. So there's crying. You will receive compensation for your... I put inflictions. It just dawned on me that may not be inflict. Eh? To inflict means to cause, like, I feel. Hang on, let me just... Could be afflictions. Inflictions. Let's see. Hang on. Need to bring up the hotspot. And this is why. inflict, impose, okay, something unpleasant on. Okay, yeah, so it's right. To impose something unpleasant on. So, you will receive compensation for your inflictions, financial or other kind. Because God is watching. Did you know that? Or were you trying to come here and make me give some type of false message? Okay, that's it. Oh, so you wanted me to come on here and just talk gibberish? Aren't you men and women of God? Why would you want someone else who speaks truth to speak lies? Why would you, man and woman of God, want someone who gives clarity to instead give falsehood? What, which team are you actually playing for? Is it because I'm not a Muslim? God people is God people. Real God people is the children of Israel. It doesn't matter which religion you belong to, because in every religion there are fakes and there are the real. So God is here to call all of the children of Israel out from among the fakes. So what is that going to look like? That's going to look like a whole bunch of people from a whole bunch of different religions. We recognize that we are one, even though we are from different denominations. We are one in love. We are one in truth. You clearly don't understand the assignment. God's business is not religion. God's business is not religion, my dear. God's business is our moral code. Right over wrong, good over evil, love over hate. That's that's what God is about. God is not about whether you're Catholic or Baptist or Pentecostal or Rasta or Muslim or Buddhist, or that's not what God is about. God is looking for those of us with real love. And love knows no bounds. Clearly, you're like a baby Muslim. If you're on your walk with God, you're in your baby stages. You're still a baby. You're still a baby. Because this, what I'm telling you right now, is basic knowledge. It don't matter what religion, if you're Jewish or whatever, it doesn't matter which religion you profess to be. It doesn't matter which name you call God by. You will have love for all people. because you will recognize God as the creator of all. If God created all, what you think God created people that God doesn't love? You think that God created people who were just made to be the world's punching bags and doormats? Is that how you see the world? Is that how you see other people? Is that how you see people from other religions? Everybody else who is not a part of your religion, they're beneath you. Is that how you see it? Even if they carry more love for humanity and express more love for humanity than you, who do you think God is going to favor? Psalms 1 said, "Blessed is the man who walk not in the counsel of the ungodly." What you're doing, the way you're trying to manipulate my reading so that you ruin my reputation, that's ungodly. Because if I'm coming here with the truth, why do you want me to tell lies? Why do you want people to see me as a liar? If you're men of God and women of God, and I'm a woman of God, our mission is the same: to uplift God, to shed truth, to bring truth, to bring the light to the people, because the people perish for lack of knowledge. Why are you trying to block that? That makes you an antichrist. Do you know that? What you're doing is ungodly, because I'm doing the work of Christ. I am doing the work of Allah. I am doing the work of Buddha. I'm doing the work of Rastafari. There is no difference, because God is love. So right now you're being ungodly by trying to block me from delivering the messages from the divine, from God. It's not rocket science. So check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, God is watching. Watch. Fraud, criminality for personal or financial gain. God is watching you as you're committing fraud. You're trying to make me lie to the people to diminish my impeccable reputation. The fuck? That's theft. That's deception. And there are commandments against this type of behavior. What kind of men and women of God are you? Is it because of my skin color? You think it's okay? Like I said, you are baby men and women of God, okay? You need to grow up. And your elders too. Your elders behaving like babies in God. So that means you've been doing this stupid shit all your walk with God. You've been looking down on other people, even if they come with the truth. So I come with the truth, and you're trying to ruin my reputation. What about me make you see me as unworthy of bringing the truth to the people? The truth is the truth. It doesn't matter who the messenger is. Who are you? What about me gives you the authority to declare me unworthy to bring the truth to the people? God made me just like this. Why? Let me tell you why. It's because everybody is not like you. There are some people who like to be covered up from head to toe, and they have all authority to be like that. But everybody don't see the world like that, and it's okay. But the message still need to get through to everybody. So if you are observant as to how the Spirit of God moves, you will see that for the drunks, there's a drunk out there that's taking the gospel to the other drunks. There's a prostitute out there that takes the gospel to the other prostitutes, because not all of them is going to want to come to the mosque. It's not their scene. Not everybody's going to want to go to church. It's not their scene, but we still need God. And God gonna meet us wherever we're at. That's how God moves. Let me teach you, baby man of God and baby woman of God. There is a sailor out there who takes God to the other sailors. There's an army man out there who takes God to the other army men, because God needs to be everywhere. Give everybody the opportunity to hear the word of God, to get to know God. Then they can choose. There's a judge out there that's preaching God to the other judges. God have one like me and maybe one like you in every different sect of society, because the message need to get everywhere. So if God only put the truth in you, Muslim, it's going to be hard for you to get the truth to other people who do not resonate with the Muslim faith. Are you understanding? Maybe it might be your clothes that they don't resonate with. Maybe it might be the way that you conduct prayer service that they don't resonate with, and therefore you cannot get through to them. So God need to erect every type of person with the gospel to reach every type of people. So me and my fine self is here for the other fine people who are godly, but not necessarily what the world expect a godly person to look like, thereby solidifying the message that we should not judge a book by its cover. Because you're gonna miss your blessing. So God presented me just like this, with the word, these life-saving, life-changing words of upliftment, so that people would stop judging people. Because so far, society has made it seem like men and women of God always are completely covered up. The men are wearing suits. They don't wear their trousers down past their bum. Oh, yes, God people do. Because to reach out to those gangsters on the street, God has a gangster on the street who look like them and dress like them and talk to them. But the way that his or her mind is set up is different to how the majority is set up. He's there to be the living example to show them. You could be a gangster but have principles, have morals, have boundaries. It is necessary for God to put every type of person in every sect so that we can get the message out there. So you and your Muslim garments, you are perfect for the other Muslims. So you need to elevate your mind and know that God and God's business, God's mission is bigger than you, it's bigger than Muslim, it's bigger than Christianity, it's bigger than Rastafari, it's bigger than being a Buddhist. God is for everybody. Everybody deserves the chance to hear God's word. And people listen to people when they look like them. People understand people when they sound like them. People can relate to people when they're basically just like them. Okay? In order for God's word to get to the gangsters on the street, it has to be a gangster who has been on the street, who God has opened his or her eyes, while still being a gangster on the street. If that's their way of life, that's their way of life. For example, that's how the Spirit of God moves. You see me? God's disciples were from all walks of life. The disciples who followed around Jesus, aka Emmanuel. They were from all walks of life. They were all types of people. How dare you think that I'm unworthy to bring the truth to the people? You need to mind your business and let me mind mine. That's what you need to do. You need to mind your business and let me mind my business. Stop trying to interfere with what God is trying to do through me for God's people. Because when it's all said and done, the children of Israel, not Israel, y'all need to be mindful of what these people changed in these books. In the Bible and the Quran and whatever else other holy book there is out there. You need to be mindful. Don't be deceived. When it's all said and done, the children of Israel, we're going to be all colors. We're going to be all denominations. We're going to be of all professions. We're going to be of all different financial status. What's going to unite us is the love of God. That's what makes us the children of Israel. The love of God, the love of truth, no matter where that truth lead. Because the truth is what's going to set us free. When it's all said and done, the children of Israel is going to have some of everybody in it. Fuck you take this far. You need to grow up. And you're an elder. You've been around for so long. You're elders. You've been in this walk with God for so long. And here is where you're at. Basically at level 1. You should be happy to see somebody besides me speaking truth that you can benefit from the truth too. God is not okay with you people and your deception and you leading people astray. Because if you were to have your way, you believe that people shouldn't listen to me. Why? Because I'm black? Because I'm not Muslim? The truth is the truth. It don't matter who is delivering it. You better listen. I'm not a Christian, but I read the Christian Bible because the truth is the truth. Wisdom is wisdom. I would read the Quran if I had access to it. But if I read your Quran, if I see anything in there that's lies, I'm going to say it out loud. And then you really going to be offended. Because I know all these books have been tainted. Although it is said not to add anything or subtract anything from it, they did subtract information from these books. And they did add things to these books to try and mess up the message. Because those who are in charge of society, they want to keep the people blind. It's in their best interest that we don't know the truth. It keeps them rich and it keeps them powerful. And it keeps society godless. So it keeps the prison system functioning. It keeps the psychological industry functioning. It keeps the pharmaceutical industry functioning. It make people compliant to the minimum wage. Fuck all of y'all. Get ready to have this shit flipped upside down. I don't give a fuck. Y'all want to shut me up because it's messing with y'all money? Fuck you. God come first. The souls of the people come first. You should have been working in righteousness instead of pretending to be walking in righteousness. And you would be all right now that the truth really is coming to light. Because this is happening. So all of you false leaders out there who know that your operations are going to be destroyed by the truth, get ready. All of you false leaders and false preachers and false teachers out there who know that your operations can be destroyed by the revealing of the truth, get ready to have these operations be destroyed by the truth. It is happening. And there is nothing you can do about it. You should have been building on solid ground instead of building on sinking sand. You should have been building on the rock. Not building on sand. And you'll be fine. Your fall is none of my fucking concern. Because y'all been making the people fall for centuries and y'all didn't give a fuck. So now we don't give a fuck. See how that works? If you know that whatever you're building can be destroyed by the truth, get ready for it to be destroyed because the truth is here. We've been warning y'all on this channel for a long time, telling you that integrity is the way forward. So if you want to laugh at me and talk crap about me to your colleagues or your family or whatever, and don't take heed to the message that God put in me to bring to the nations, then that's your business. It's your choice. It's your doom. I'm going to be okay. And those who choose to listen, they're going to be okay too. Integrity is the way forward. God love Muslim people and God love Rasta people too. And God love Christians too. And God love Buddhists too. And every other type of religion out there, God love them too. That is the truth of the matter. Because you're Muslim, that don't make you favorite. God's favorite is those who respect God's laws. And right now, you're not respecting God's laws. Because whatever you trying to get me to bring a corrupted message for is nonsense. You're fighting against the truth. So that means you're fighting against God's word. You thought you were fighting against me. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Not the voice of the Muslim people, the voice of all people. As long as you're bringing truth and righteousness, the voice of the people is the voice of God. Learn that, elder. Stupid elder. Dummy. Wicked. You come in like the Jews who say they are Jews that are not, are actually of the synagogue of Satan. It's like you're a Muslim who say you're a Muslim, but you are not. You're actually of the synagogue of Satan. God love everybody. No matter the color of your skin or your religious denomination, God wants to know that you're doing righteousness. God wants to know that you're living the truth. You're speaking truth. And you're showing love. That's all God cares about. All these religious denominations, that's a we thing. That's a people thing. That's not a God thing. What brings us all together is our love for God and God's laws. That's what unites us. So you don't have no good reason to be fighting against me, trying to ruin my reputation. Because as long as you're walking in truth and delivering truth, I will never try to ruin your reputation. I could never, because we stand for the same things. But how come you can't see me as though we stand for the same things? Righteousness is righteousness. Truth is truth. It don't matter who is speaking it. What's your beef? What is your problem, elder? There are people who are watching you. There are people who are modeling their walk with God after you. Is this what you're teaching them? To hate black people or hate people who come from other religions? Is this what your God taught you? I highly doubt it. You weren't listening. This is a grade 1 level lesson for every God woman and every God man out there. Love for everybody. We don't see color. We don't see bank account. We don't see nationality. We see morality. We see humanity. Elder. Nonsense. Look, number of persons involved is a whole bunch of y'all with your wishful thinking. You're wishing that I come on here and talk some nonsense. Why? I didn't tell the Muslims not to go to their Muslim church. I respect all religions and I tell the people and represent for your God like me. If you're Muslim, be a Muslim. Be a good Muslim. If you're a Rasta, be a Rasta. Be a good Rasta. If you're a Christian, be a Christian. Be a good Christian. If you're a Buddhist, be a Buddhist. Be a good Buddhist. I never tell nobody to walk away from whatever denomination they feel drawn to. I didn't do that. I didn't come on here and create that type of atmosphere or that type of energy. Our denomination don't matter. We are all people of God. That's my message. People of God, people of good. That's my message. What is your problem with that? How can you see a problem in that? If you're not living right, you better make sure you clean your shit up, elder. Because you're going to be the cause of your own downfall. Look at this. So we got like 26 or 30 of these Muslim people. It's like they got together in this circle doing some kind of magic, trying to make the message come out like a false message, as if I don't know the voice of my shepherd. You're not my shepherd. That's why I ignored your message. So y'all got wishful thinking, yeah? We got number of persons involved, more than 5,000 culprit. Number of persons involved, 201 to 500. Stagnation. They're expecting to hear from you. So you know that I'm going to come on and you want access to be denied to me because of your culture, because of my culture. What's wrong with my culture? My culture is represent for your God like me. What the fuck is wrong with my culture? We are all brothers and sisters in God. We are a human family. What is wrong with my culture? What, because I'm too influential? I'm making the world a better place. You are preaching and teaching hate. I'm encouraging unification in our individuality. You see the power in that? I promote unification while still being ourselves. You are promoting hate because I'm not like you. That's the work of the devil. That's nonsense. Even though I bring the truth, you want your people to not listen to me. You want people to not listen to me because I'm not like you. That's antichrist behavior. That's the same type of stupid mentality that the Jews had back in the day when we read the story about how they were vexed with Jesus for saving somebody or for healing somebody on the Sabbath day. Your reasoning make no sense. I bring joy and understanding to people of all races, all walks of life, all religious denominations. That's unity because God is for all. What is your problem with me? That's clearly not God in you. The devil have taken a seat inside you. If you're trying to discredit me because of how I dress or because I'm a Rastafarian or whatever, you should have been doing what I'm doing. All of you preachers and teachers, y'all were supposed to be doing the same thing that I am doing if you're truly men and women of God. But instead, y'all are out there with this debate and this competition as to which religion is more valid. Oh, Jesus is the only way. And you out here preaching Allah, and I guess you be casting down everybody else. Allah is the greatest. There's nobody above Allah. There's nobody above Rastafari. When all of these are the same energy. You can't talk about my faith if you don't know about my faith. I don't disrespect your faith. Don't come over here and try discredit mine. Instead of competing to see whose God or whose religion is more powerful, you're supposed to be unifying the people. Stop making people think that if we don't choose your religion, that means we automatically condemned. That's a lie. That's a lie. We are not automatically condemned to hell because we don't call on the name of Allah. We are not automatically condemned to hell because we don't call on the name of Rastafari. We are not automatically condemned to death because we don't call on the name of Jesus. We are not automatically condemned to death because we don't call on whoever. You're supposed to live the truth that resonates with you. And God will judge you according to that path that you chose to take. Religion is not a one size fits all. Elder. There are people out there who do not resonate with Rastafarianism. There are people out there who, just because of how I look like you. They wouldn't want to hear anything that's coming out of my mouth because they're judging the book by the cover. And that's why for those people, God made other religions so that hopefully they'll find somebody that they like, that look like them, who can actually speak into them. That's how the Spirit of God moves through the earth. There are people out there who, if you come to them in your long arms as Muslim, they don't want to hear anything because they're biased, judging the book by the cover. But send somebody else with a different image or whatever, and they will listen to them because the image of the person that they're looking at, it resonates with them. So however God made me is so that I can resonate with people who resonate with me. I'm not here to ask people who are who wear long robes and all these things to come and be like me. That's not my life's work. Because I can respect them for wanting to dress like that. And they should respect me for me dressing like this. We are different. I'm dressed like this so that my people can see me and gravitate towards me. I'm not on here trying to be something that I'm not, to make other people comfortable. I'm here for the people that I'm here for. I want to make them comfortable. And that means making me comfortable, because I'm comfortable like this. So people who see me and they think, oh, and then they hear what I'm saying, gotcha. They know that there's another way, because I may look like a Jezebel, but I don't think like a Jezebel. So the Jezebels out there who didn't have a choice because they weren't around anybody who would let them know that they have a choice. Like, you can look sexy, but you don't have to be a whore. You can look sexy, but you don't have to be promiscuous. You can look sexy, but you don't have to be rude. You can look cute and you don't have to be a pushover. That's why I'm here. Everything that I am is the example that God wants me to put in the earth, so that people who resonate with my vibration know that they can find that vibe within them too, so that they can keep the balance in their life. Because the way that the world is set is like, from you carry a certain image, they automatically attach a certain behavior patterns and characteristics to you. Like, if we see somebody in a Muslim robe right now, you would think that they are a godly person. But some of these people in their Muslim long robe, some of these men are road men. I've seen them. Every Friday they dress up in their robe and they go to the mosque, and they come out, and the rest of the week they're in their roadman clothes doing roadman things, selling drugs, fighting, all type of roadman shit. I've seen them. Even the girls, they dress up in their long Muslim robe and they're actually whores. They're actually very disrespectful. They're actually very gangsterish. I've seen them. God said, render your heart and not your garment. Mr. and Mrs. Muslim elders. Look at my heart, not my garments. You've seen my heart, and instead of appreciating my heart, you want me to come on here and give some Jezebel promoting message or something. You want me to come on here and deliver some evil message instead of respecting the fact that I may be a good example to help change a lot of people who are going down a Jezebel path. Because I look like them, but I don't think or talk like them. I don't promote what they're about, what the world has taught them to be about. The world has taught them if you're beautiful, you need to use your beauty and flaunt your beauty to get what you got. Fuck that. My beauty is first for me to admire the glory of God on me. I have brains. I want people to love me for my brain and for my good manners, not my beauty. My beauty is the icing and the cherry on the cake. My brains and my kindness, my virtues, that's my fucking cake. Dear Muslim elders. So let me do what God put me on this earth to do, and you pay attention to what God put you on the earth to do, because clearly you're not doing a good job. I'm sorry for the people who come under your voice. You're leading them astray in this respect, because you should not have a problem with me speaking truth to the point where you want me to come on here and you're trying to mess with my message so that I bring out some false message. That's cheating. That's not godly. That's ungodly. That's Jezebel spirit. In case you never know. You are the one carrying the Jezebel spirit right now. I only look like Jezebel. You acting like Jezebel. So which one of us is worse? I come on here to bring the people them messages from God. Messages of redemption. Messages of love. Messages of clarity. Messages of unity. Messages of victory. What is your problem? That. Go grow up, Mr. Go and grow up. Because if this is how you think and this is how you behave, you are not teaching the children that God put under your care the right things. You're teaching them the wrong things. And God is not going to be friendly with you for that. You see what God said? You're here with your deception. God see you. God is watching. God is watching you. God is not happy with how you're behaving. You're coming over here trying to start trouble, trying to make me look like what I am not. Let me look like what I am. I'm a sexy bitch. Full of godliness. Eat your heart out. I look like a Jezebel. I think and talk and act like a goddess. I have the full package. Eat your heart out. Eat your bumbleclot heart out. I'm all that and a bag of chips. And some fruits. I'm a healthy meal. I'm a healthy meal. Y'all act like godly women are supposed to look boring. The way y'all put it to the world is like godly women are supposed to look boring. No, godly women hot. We hot too. That's the statement that I'm here to make to the world. Godly women are hot too. We sexy. And we full of vibes. And we have good principles. We respect ourselves and we respect the people around us. We take care of our children. We love God. We put God first, but we sexy. Eat your heart out. And we want the world to know. So when the devil send out his Jezebels and everybody is watching them and so intrigued, watch us too. And then listen to us speak. See how we treat ourselves. We are not that. Yes, we look like the Jezebel, but we better than them. That's my purpose here, Mr. and Mrs. Muslim leaders. I look like them, but I represent God in all God's glory. Naked and fully clothed, I represent God. You don't have to understand it. You need to mind your business. Because I'm over here minding my business and I understand why I carry myself how I carry myself. I understand why I choose to dress how I dress. I understand why I choose to walk with God also. You need to stop teaching your congregation to be racist. You need to stop teaching your congregation to judge a book by the cover. You need to stop it and face the truth. Who is going to be happy to show their skin? They're going to show their skin. And who is happy to wear fully robed? They're going to be fully robed. Allow people to choose their path. It's not your call. You need to know where your powers begin and where your powers end. Muslim leader. Because teaching them to hate people or judge the book by its cover, that's not godly. And then because I look how I look and I'm spreading godly thing, you want to come try mess with my message so that it look like I'm not here representing God. Man, fuck you. Fuck you. You don't deserve my respect. Because what you're doing to me is very disrespectful. You get what you give. Thank you for watching. Idiot.